right, I'm here at Category 5 Amps, and you are?
Don Ritter.
And?
Barry Dixon.
Cool. And how'd you guys, if I can get both of you in the shop maybe, how'd you guys start the company?
I started it about 8 years ago with another fellow named Steve Scott.
Mm-hmm.
And he was an amp builder, and I was looking for a little custom amp, which he did build for me, and
Mm-hmm.
was great. And he mentioned that he'd like to start an amp company for fun. And I said, well, that sounds like fun. If you need somebody to invest in it, let me know. And so that's how it kind of got started. And from the beginning, it's been set up so that 10% of the gross sales price, not proceeds, but gross sales, goes to charity.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had a couple of different charities over the years, but we've now settled in on one called Blue Star Connection, which gives guitars, amps, keyboards to kids with cancer.
Awesome.
And we've supported about 450 kids in about 25 different hospitals with all the musical gear that they want. And
that's incredible. Where are you guys located?
We're here in Texas, in Dallas area, Farmers Branch.
You're in Dallas area? Cool.
Come on in.
Hey guys, come on in. Hola.
And,
I've been to Rudy's Music in New York. It's a cool place.
And so that's where it started, with one amp, and we went to a guitar show, built a few amps, and they all were bought by Guitar Center as soon as they heard them.
Cool.
We backlined a festival up in Telluride, and no one had ever heard of us. We had 15 out of 17 national acts play the amps, and sold 3 off the stage to
There
those
you go.
guys, and then we were off kind of to the races. And
So what does each of you do at the company? Like, what's your role?
I'm the owner, and I do the aesthetics and kind of the overall design of the amp and which models go with which. So we put 2 amps together in essentially the same box. And then kind of the last part of it is the tone, just making sure everything is balanced. And I can't play guitar very well, but I got some pretty good ears.
There you go.
So that's kind of how that comes together.
What's your name? Is it Don?
Don.
Don, that's right.
And then what do you do?
But I do all the building, I do basically all the guts, and translating his ideas into the circuits. And I started building amps about 10 years ago. I joined up with Don about 4.5 years ago now. Just started out just because the designs that I had previously done, many concepts fell right in line with what these guys had already established. And then once I saw the charity work they were doing, it was kind of, that's where I knew I needed to be. So I joined on and even moved to Texas for it. But,
Where are you from originally?
From all over. Western South Dakota is home now. I started building amps. I lived in North Carolina, but moved around a good bit. But so my job is basically not only build production and that type of thing, but also when it comes to designs, he comes up with the different ideas and things like that, and my job is to translate it over into components and parts, and then we sit together and finalize each one and fine tune so that every guitar that we have, which is quite a wide variety.
Yeah, you got some nice access over here.
And set up so that every guitar and every setting sounds good through every amplifier. So no amp is done until we reach that point.
And what does Category 5 mean, or where did the name come from?
From Hurricane.
From Hurricane? Okay.
So
So your logo is kind of looks like a little hurricane.
Right, and all the amps are named.
I'm from McAllen originally, so we're very familiar with hurricanes.
Yeah. All the amps are named after Category 5 storms.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yeah. Unless it's a signature model, then we deviate a little bit, but pretty much that's what the names are. We've and when I started this, I did not know the name of a guitar player in a cover band anywhere 8 years ago. So I was completely disconnected from the music scene. Now we build amps for Joe Bonamassa, for Warren Haynes, for Derek Trucks, for Brad Paisley, for Kenny Chesney Band, Rascal Flatts, Joe Don Rudy. So, you know, we kind of changed.
So you got some
A little bit.
real good players who really like it.
Yeah.
And I like it too. I'm an okay player, but
So,
it sounded really good. And so when I walked in, he said, "Hey, what kind of tone are you looking for?" And I'm like, "Well, I wanted versatility." So he kind of pointed me at this amp.
right.
So you want to just, I'll play a little if you want to point
Yeah,
the
sure.
phone at me real quick.
Sure.
I forget what channel I'm in right now.
If the red light's on, you're in the gain channel.
All right, the gain channel. So, and I'm going to back down probably the voltage a little bit. Okay, so this is basically the game all the way
Yeah,
up, I guess, now.
that's the gain.
And I still got the bass kind of pin. I'm going to put all the tone ups a little bit above 12 o'clock. So it's got real good chord clarity on it, which is what I really like about it. You know, even though it's like super gained out, I'm not. And you still have dynamic range, so if you want to. You see, it's got a lot of gain, but it's still got
Right.
that
You
touch
still hear it.
sensitivity, which I like. And then which one of these switches does the clean channel?
Farthest to the left.
Farthest to the left? That one. This clean channel is amazing. It doesn't really sound like a twin or a bass minor tweet. It's kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It just has a switch.
Huh?
Years ago, you gave me, you posted some recordings, you took some of my recordings of the
All right, I'll cut it off for now so you can